So now we're up to the Lim in BeSlim, aren't we?
We're moving right along.
We're moving right along. So L in BeSlim stands for low-fat, balanced meals 5 to 6 times a day. This actually is what the weight loss success stories did. And of course, this fits in so beautifully with our program. We've already talked about it. And by the way, that eating 5 to 6 times a day, small balanced meals is, in essence, the program.
Right.
And that's whether you're using the meal replacement specifically or learning how to do it with food, that's the program.
I have patients that come to me every day that say, I don't want to do the portion control meal replacement. They know nothing about them, but they don't want to do them. They go on and do their own thing, and we talk about that low fat. We talk about the every 2 to 3 hours. A lot of times they will come back and say, I didn't lose any weight. I said, well, that's because let's go through what you did. And I think that's important to do that later. I think in the beginning, it's important to do the portion control meal replacements so they can lose that weight quickly, and they are learning that, getting back to the word habit. Because, and I don't want to use that lightly, what actually is a habit? Well, we've got a dictionary right back there, we could probably grab it. But the truth is, a habit is something you have to do automatically. And if that doesn't develop, and until you do develop that habit, it doesn't happen. What did you have for breakfast this morning, Renee?
Well, I had my Metafast oatmeal, so that is a habit for me and one I am so not ever willing to give up again, because I know that when I do that, I feel fantastic.
Right.
And when I don't, I don't.
Right.
And I'm just not willing to give up feeling fantastic.
Right. But the truth is, if you're not in phase 1 and you're more in phase 2 or phase 3, it's okay to go ahead and live your life. And for those that are trying to lose weight, I usually recommend stay on the program. Stay on the portion control meal replacement until we get you to where you need to be on this low-fat, low-cholesterol, balanced diet. However, after that, you could have your breakfast, your Take Shape for Life, whatever. I had cappuccino this morning, and then 2 hours later I had a shake, and then I went ahead and had a half a bagel with some whitefish, okay? And then
Good omega-3s.
Right. And then 3 hours later, we'll be ready for the next meal. So when people say to me, Doc, I've got to go out to dinner, what do I do? The fact is, I tell them, stick to the program. Stick to every 2 to 3 hours and enjoy yourself. What's the worst thing that can happen? I had a good friend of mine who called me and said, I'm going out to dinner, I don't know what to do. I said, live your life, have your whole day, and that will be your lean and green. Just stick to the program. And it happened to be Italian food. He was very nervous about this, Renee. And I said, there's 2 things are going to happen. Either one, you're going to have a nice salad and a little bit of pasta and a little bit of this and don't worry about it, or you're going to go hog wild and you're going to eat a lot of pasta. If you eat a lot of pasta, good. You're going to feel that glycemic load. And remember what you felt like with that huge glycemic load. And I've been there. I know. I love lasagna. And I did that. I've done it more than once. And I can't learn. But but I will tell you, it hurts. And that glycemic load will make you tired for about 2 days. Not only are you not burning or losing weight, but you are feeling horrible. So once you've developed the habit, it's very difficult to go back. Now, I've learned I can't eat a whole thing of pasta.
No.
Now, if I want lasagna, it's a portion, and I am happy to have my big salad. And I was never really a big salad eater. But this is a personal example that has really worked. And it worked for my patient too. He had a great time. He went to the Italian restaurant, and he did great.
And I think the other reason that this program is so powerful at creating habit, the same thing I like to really work with my patients and clients on, not just can you get into your size 10 jeans now, but how does it make you feel? And when you use these products, you actually feel what it feels like, probably for the first time in your life, to feel completely balanced.
Correct.
Getting that blood sugar down, getting that insulin level down, and I'm here to tell you it is a great feeling. Mental focus is excellent.
No
Energy
question.
level is like this. You're not craving stuff. You're not hungry all the time. It is a feeling. And when you feel that, believe me, you don't want to lose that feeling. And that's what really propels you. So that when you do go off and eat in this way and you don't feel well, I do the same thing to some extent. Yay, we call this, it's a teachable moment, isn't it?
It is.
Where you go,
That's a good way to put it.
I had no idea. Now I understand the power of food and how food is used like a drug, right?
We're getting back to that again.
We're getting back to that
All right,
again.
so tell them about the I in BeSlim.
Thank you. The I in BeSlim stands for individualizing the program. And we do have very specific products, by the way, that we can use for people. If somebody has a coronary heart situation, we have specific shakes that will have some added antioxidants and nutrients. We have products for women's health. If you have any perimenopausal symptoms, we have some that has some extra herbs, etc., known to really help reduce those symptoms. Joint issues, we have some joint shakes for joint health with glucosamine. Yep, and glucosamine, great for joint issues.
Program specifically for diabetics as well.
Absolutely. Let's not forget those. A little bit lower glycemic index. Some of the products are certified low glycemic. But by the way, any of the products in the product line are really adequate and appropriate for all diabetics. Type 2. Sorry, I just
there's also a kosher. The dairy is kosher.
Dairy
which
is
is nice for those that are keeping kosher. And also, there's a wide variety. So when I explain it, I say there's bars, there's shakes, there's soups, there's stews, there's chili. Not everybody likes chili. That's okay. A lot of my business people, they're like, I just want to do the bars. I just want to do the shakes. I want to do the bars and the shakes. And that's the individual. Because each individual will figure out what they like. And slowly they may introduce other things. That's fine. A lot of my business travelers, I had one business traveler, he was very funny. He said, I can't take anything on the plane. I said, can you take this little plastic thing? He's like, yeah. I said, they give you water on the plane? You're good. And he was very happy, actually. And I have found that little niche that for my business travelers who always say, I am way too busy, they find very easily that this is their cup of tea. Because they're not searching for airport food.
Right.
Or they could eat before that big dinner.
Yes.
So, all right, and I think we're running on
Okay,
time here,
so
let's talk about that M.
The last M is monitor, and what we mean by this is once you get down to your ideal weight, it's so important to monitor so that you don't let it get up past your 5 or 6 pounds from that. It's a lot easier to get it back down when you're only up a few pounds than when you just kind of blank out and let it get up too high. Now, monitor is not obsess.
Right.
Ladies, not to get on the scale 5 times a day or even every day perhaps, but at least once a week. Or maybe you have that one pair of jeans that when it feels comfortable, you're happy, and when they start getting tight, it's time to go back to the 5 and 1.
You know, I think the bottom line is, Renee, you've got to live your life.
Absolutely.
And people know, I want to go back to something you said earlier, and that is diet. When I ask a patient, tell me about your diet, immediately they turn to, well, I'm not on a diet. Do you think I need to be on a diet? That's not what I meant. And the truth is, the diet is what you're eating. And that's why I told you from the very, very beginning that understanding the habits of health, that when you first came to me about how this incorporates into preventive health and creating health, which is what we're doing, there's nothing like it.
Yes.
And we're doing it every day.
We're doing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.